All right. The party has come and gone with much fanfare. You had some of you, very busy night. Uh, I believe that we all ended last session with you guys finishing the night and waking up the next morning. But yeah, it is really the ball's in your court. Was there anything else you wanted to do at the end of the night of the party or the next day, the following morning?
So the gnome pinch whistle slash all of his other multitudes of names
DeLuca, yeah.
said not to get the attention of the Regent Lord.
He implied it would be very messy.
But I want my weapon.
Yeah?
I just know Abel has a meeting. I potentially have a meeting unless we decide not to go this way.
I mean, yeah, we could see how the meetings go and then decide what we want to do next. I'm kind of interested to hear what the Centaur has to say.
I love how that's the second time in a completely unrelated campaign that somebody has made that same joke about a character I've made. None of you guys were there for the original ones. Purely a joke to myself.
Well, because if I have my meeting and go about it the way I was going to, we would probably attract the attention of the Regent.
Think very highly of yourself.
I do. Well, I mean, if I say, look at these fucking wings, bro, and she goes, shit, I gotta tell someone above me. That could get messy.
Let's see. What was the senator's name that I was supposed to meet with?
The Villa Domitia.
Okay, I'm just looking at the list of senators, and it only has Lucentius.
I have been busy. I did not have time to update it. Let me go and update it while you guys talk with each other.
Okay. I mean, as much as I would like to get you your weapon and the other half of the daggers, is that even... Do we even know that they're still in there? Like, it could be that we go to all this trouble to, like, get in there, and we find out they're not there. Did anybody have thoughts on that, or can people hear me? I'm not... Am I muted? Okay.
You're not muted.
No.
Nobody has thoughts. Okay.
I don't.
We're
No,
all head
not
empty.
Me.
All head empty.
Not me.
All head empty.
Okay, do you want to repeat what you said? And then I'll work really hard to process it in my brain.
So my thinking is, we know there was a break-in to the vault, right? So we don't know for sure that the weapons that we want are in there, right? So even if we did come up with some kind of heist-like scheme, right? right? Or some other way to get them, some way to acquire them, heist or otherwise, we might end up getting in there and finding out that they're not there. And I don't want to burn any bridges before we do that, right?
So we need to do recon to verify that they're still in there.
Yes.
Like ask for a tour or something.
Yes, I think that's our next step, is determining what is in there.
Or you do the, what is it, Now You See Me shot, where you're like, oh, somebody broke in and stole the items. And they're like, oh no. And then they open it, and then you steal them.
Yeah.
While they have it open.
But in this case, there already was a break-in.
Yeah. Peachy. Hi, Pippi. I don't know. I think we just need to verify if they're still in there or not.
Yeah, I think that's the next step. If we can get any details about that, and if they're not in there, any details they have about the theft. I mean, actually, we're interested in that anyway, right? Because we want to know how you got your weapons, right? Miro's weapons
Yeah.
Mwah!
that they ate. Okay. And like, I'm perfectly fine with returning some of them, right? Potentially. So it's not like I'd be lying if I was like, hey, can you give us any information about these just so we can keep an eye out? I wonder, have they... I guess we can ask if they have communicated with our ambassador any kind of details. I imagine any details they want to officially disseminate they gave to our ambassador for like Interpol-like investigations.
Is that something that you would like to ask your ambassador?
Yes, I would like to ask the ambassador if they've been given any information about the break-in to the Regent Lord's vault that is not publicly known, or like if they're coordinating with the Regency on any kind of investigation.
Go ahead and make an insight check. So you ask them that, and they sort of give a chuckle, and they're like, "Oh, heavens, no! The Regent Lord would not include us in such a delicate matter as that. Unfortunately, we are the Regent Lord understands that we are representatives of a separate kingdom, if you would." And that is not something that we would be included in.
Yeah, I mean that does make sense. I expect.
And they don't seem to be lying.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm inclined to believe it even without the sense motive, because like he seems to be one to keep things close to his chest.
Very much so.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to work the senators then.
Okay, I have added, I believe, the senators, magisters, like everybody who was at the party except for the dukes and stuff. I have added so far, so you should be able to see them.
And it was the living one.
The living one was the one who was very curious into what you were doing.
Right. Okay.
Could I have gotten Rebecca a date?
Say it one more time.
Could I have gotten, like, hooked up Rebecca with somebody hot? Introduced at the end of the party? Introduced Rebecca
I
to a...
I don't think that was necessarily. If you would have like tried to offer on the down low, and like even, I think the Galahadron's still suave enough to know like court politics is literally what you grew up in. You would get the sense that it's just like no, she was there to showcase that she was there with somebody interesting.
Okay.
Much
Alright.
she wasn't necessarily there to like find a suitor or anything. There are not people at this party that are necessarily suitor level. This is more like job application sort of thing.
These people are not hot enough.
That's a different question. Most of them are dead.
Yeah,
so.
that I'm telling you that gives a lot of negatives.
I guess important question also regarding Rebecca. Does she hold that Galahadron's oath to her has been fulfilled?
Galahadron, go ahead and make an insight check.
You got it.
You're not quite sure. She thanks you for a lovely evening and leaves before you can really say much more.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that on the books then, for now, until we get more information. Alright, is there anything else we want to do before we start meeting with Senators?
Excuse me.
Right now, I'm just along for the ride. I'm here to be a wizard.
Take that as a no then, I think.
Sorry, I don't have any thoughts.
Alright, yeah, that's perfectly valid.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You
I was just making
betcha.
sure.
No, my goal is to make sure we don't get into a kerfuffle that's like country-sized.
Oh, country-sized kerfuffle.
Yeah. Because I feel like that easily happens here. Easily.
Alright. So, do you just want to meet with the senators? And if so, who are you meeting with first?
Well, I think I only had one senator to meet with an appointment, right? So
I think you did. I'm kind of lumping in Alina meeting with the Magister, sort of in that.
okay.
Like meeting with representatives,
Right.
so to speak.
Well, I mean, they might have different political interests, yeah. So I guess the question is, Alina, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I will go and meet with Senator Domitia. Does anybody want to go with me?
I'll accompany you.
I'll go too.
No one left alone.
I mean, I don't have a meeting yet, so I'll go with you until my meeting time.
Okay.
Unless they're happening at the same time.
They don't need to. You guys are largely in control of that.
I'm trying to think. Was she interested in Marrow, or did Marrow just happen to be with me when I spoke to her? I have a vague memory of that.
Marrow just happened to be with you.
Okay. I guess it's up to Marrow if they want to come or not.
Sure.
Okay. The whole crew rolling up to the senator's office.
Alright. Alright, and this is Senator Domitia. Okay, I have added all the senators on the character thing, and I have also added the various dukes to the duchies folder in the People's Compendium.
Including the new duke?
I just put the old one as dead because I don't have art for the new duke. Actually, you know what? As you guys are heading to the meeting with the senator, because you need to go to the chambers, you pass by the Cathedral of Rhythmus, and you see that there are several people hanging from the gallows.
Like hanging out?
Phelan, you were going to the meeting with everybody else, correct?
I was.
You notice that they are all the guards who were guarding Duke Maris last night.
Okay.
The charges are traditionally laid out on like a little sign in front, so people can know what the people are executed for. And they are the plaque is reading assassination.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was the new Duke there?
The new Duke is there.
Oh no!
What happens to the duchy?
Are you asking someone?
We can ask the person we're gonna go visit.
I wouldn't bother them about it, I'm sure.
Who's the first person I see?
Most of the first people you see are skeletons and zombies.
Alright, well not them. First fleshy person.
In the vicinity of the cathedral, there's probably like a deacon somewhere like inside the cathedral doing something if you search them out.
Okay, well, I gotta make sure they're not I can talk to them, right? They're not gonna be mad?
Yeah, you can go inside the cathedral and somebody will approach you and it's like, "Oh, yes, what can I do for you?"
I point out to the gallows. What's gonna happen to the duchy now that the new duke is deceased?
Oh, well, I imagine one of the other neighboring dukes will take control of the territory now that it is not under control. That's not really something we bother ourselves with. It happens all the time.
I thought
It's far more rare for somebody to have the impropriety to murder a guest of the Regent Lord within Avency. That is most unusual. The gods really should have known better than to attempt that.
They seem to think they just get the duchy.
In the duchies, that is how it works. And the control of the duchies is less of the issue of law. It is more the murdering of a guest of the Regent Lord that is the issue here.
Oh yeah, rules of hospitality.
Exactly.
I think
if they would have done it outside of the city, then that man would have been the new Duke. But I do not think he understood the situation that he found himself in.
Oh.
Out of character.
It's a lack of education amongst the people of the duchies, I'm afraid.
Out of character comment, they should have weekended Berniceton back.
They weren't that smart enough.
They were not that smart, no.
Alright, well, I guess I'll head back. Questions answered.
I will also note, just, the deacon didn't seem like too perturbed or put off from it. It's just like, oh, yep, the duchies are barbaric. Those guys are idiots. They got what they deserved. Somebody else will come in and take the scraps. It doesn't matter.
Wow. Alright.
Yep.
Very laissez-faire.
Very. You guys continue heading to Senator Domitia's?
Yep.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, you go to the senatorial chambers. You ask around at some officials who point you towards the correct chambers, and after probably like, not a long time of waiting, all considered, like 15 minutes, a polite 15 minutes, uh, you are let into the senator's chamber. She has her own guards, uh, who are dressed in sort of the imperial style of guards, but with a few sort of trappings and colors that indicate that they are her like personal zombies, for lack of a better choice of the word. Uh, she is sitting behind a desk, sort of reading over some scrolls, and she looks up and she is just like, "Ah, Sir Whitewater, and you have brought the rest of your retinue. Ah, it was I'm glad she decided to accept my invitation. Uh, to those who I have not yet met, I am Senator Sevilla Domitia. It's good to meet all of you." She goes around, shakes everybody's hands.
I'll bow because they're senator, and then I'll introduce everybody to her as well.
Thank you. Despite our stations, I am not nearly as much of a stickler for protocol as my colleagues. It comes with the generation of which I am from, she sort of says with a bit of a wry smile. But yes, Sir Whitewater, you made quite the impression on a few of my colleagues last night. I'm more than happy with your request to sort of impress upon the Marquis the importance of this union between the Kingdom of Bosmar and Lothram, but I am curious, is this merely out of obligation for your own liege lord? I believe that, Alina, you are the knight who he has sworn service to, correct?
That is correct.
So yes, I am quite curious what would make such visibly competent people come all the way out here for such a seemingly minor task as this. What has the Princess of Bosmar sort of impressed you with? I'm curious.
Well, quite simply, we believe in her cause, that of peacefully bringing people together, and we're willing to do what it takes to bring people around to that same conclusion. I think it benefits us all to work together.
I wanted to see the city.
And of course,
Ah,
yes, one doesn't get many opportunities to visit Avency.
this is true. We do try to accept visitors, but as you are more than certainly aware, it is a place which we must limit access to for the sake of posterity, if you would. Oh yes,
Yes.
how are you enjoying the city, Sir Galahadrin?
I'm trying to find more plant. It's different. It's different than it's the most different place I've seen so far.
Really?
Yes.
I was led to believe that you were from the same homeland as Sir Lupa. But you would, and she seemed to be quite at home here.
Really? She did? Really?
Well, she remarked that some of the, hate to be too crass, but the dead appearance of the trees and such reminded her of the current state of her homeland.
Oh, well, yeah, we're from slightly different areas. Yes, they did have a bit of a I guess an issue with the yep, they would be dead, wouldn't they? Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Very curious indeed. Yes, she left the party early last night, somewhat elated, but when some of my uh employees. This is Lev. What is the name for just not servants, not employees? What is a more medieval name for people who work for her?
Lackeys.
Lackey? That doesn't seem right either.
Servant?
Servants.
Servants, yeah. When some of my servants saw her earlier this morning, she seemed quite upset.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too.
I am curious about that. I would hate to see any of the guests of Vency leave without being on the best of terms.
I don't think that it's anything that Avency did that caused her such distress. She simply
Oh,
needs to
that
be.
was not what I was implying.
Hmm.
I know
I
it's
believe
your
you
fault.
all were the last ones to speak with her.
Hmm.
For some reason, despite being a foreigner, the Regent Lord saw fit to extend a personal invitation to her for this party, which
The
means that,
Regent Lord?
despite my lack of knowledge of her background, it's quite curious, especially since I've heard that you and her are from the same homeland.
We're not exactly. She's from fall. I'm from summer.
Duh.
Ah,
They do
again, the
touch.
seasons. Quite curious.
Yes.
Is this a custom where you are from? Do you have different groups from each of the seasons then?
Yes. Yep. You've got it. Exactly. 4 of them.
Interesting.
She gets it.
Oh no, but I'm just must say I'm quite curious of that, and I hope that whatever discussion that you had will not cause issues for her impressions of Avency.
Oh no, she was, man, getting into court drama. She was trying to take names. She's trying to get me to get married. It's a whole. She's got a whole
Ah,
agenda she's got to fulfill, and she thinks it'll probably help. You know, the tree situation. It's
mm-hmm.
bigger than the trees. She thinks it'll help that. It won't. It long
Ah,
term it wouldn't. It would change it too much. It would be some different third thing. I don't know a lot about it, but I could tell you that it wouldn't make it autumn again.
matrimony is complicated. Well, I have no stake in that matter. Please do not feel pressure from me to make a choice one way or the other when it comes to Sir Lupa. I have not had many conversations with them, but they did catch my eye as an interesting individual, as the rest of you. Yes, was there any other sort of I hate to say agendas, but other reasons why you came to Avency? Besides just in service of your princess, you all seem much more pointed in what you were trying to discuss at the party than people who were merely there for a diplomatic mission.
Well, I mean, that was the place to negotiate, wasn't it? Although I must confess, I had an additional personal reason to come.
Oh?
Yes, I've recently learned that my sister might be here. I was hoping that we might have a chance to reunite after a long time apart, but I have not received any word from her.
She smiles wide and is like, so you are Isabella's brother. That is what I thought.
That's me.
And you're looking to speak with her?
Yes, I was hoping to.
What would you be willing to offer for such an opportunity?
Well, as you've seen, I'm quite capable of solving problems. So if there was some service you needed taken care of, some problem resolved.
At the moment, I cannot think of something that involves your particular skill set. Although I did notice that between the group of you when you entered the city, less so when you came to the ball, you do have quite a number of relics on you. But I believe the Regent Lord would be very interested in acquiring. Excuse you.
Sometimes you snack while you're listening, and you choke on a protein. I'm dying.
I wouldn't know about choking on protein. Couldn't be me.
Well, unfortunately, many of these relics are the property of the Crown of Bosmar, and are thus not mine to sell. If you had any in particular you were interested in, I could say if it was on or off the table.
Less a specific relic, and more a token to mutually gain the favor of the Regent Lord, so to speak. I am not someone who came through my position based on historic precedent, if you would. I have gotten my position by being very effective at what I do, and being very effective at getting what the Regent Lord wants done. Currently, he seems to be preoccupied with acquiring more relics, and I believe he would be very interested in reacquiring ones that he has lost.
Well, if you know where some might be, we could potentially
Make an insight
retrieve them.
check.
No, I think I know what she's getting at.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm
wearing
sorry.
it openly in here, by the way.
Oh, make an insight check still.
Well, there's also, Marrow's
Okay.
whole body.
Alina doesn't have to make an insight check.
Okay.
She's like on her whole. It's like her whole thing. It's like her whole exterior.
Yeah.
She just smiles at you. A very knowing grin.
Yeah. As I have my contraband dog sitting next to me.
Not a dog.
Not a dog. Contraband, not a dog.
I'm gonna lean forward table and not too quietly, so I don't have to make a check because I don't roll. Because I'm not stealthy. Able to get you to be able to see your sister, I would be willing to tell her if information would work as payment. This is up to you.
Does she react to that at all?
I assume that you're whispering it. Like, if you're not whispering it, let me know, but I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt of the stage whisper.
Yeah, to gauge interest, I think she would say it just loud enough that she could hear it.
She is polite enough where she keeps her smile as if she didn't hear it.
Also giving us the benefit of the stage whisper.
Can I look around the office while they're doing that? There's not like a, obvious post-it note that says, Abel's sister is here on this map.
Do a perception check.
Just like,
It is like everything else in the city, is a very lavishly built office. Marble columns, gold trim, uh, intricate carvings and everything. Uh, the shelves are lined with scrolls instead of books, with like gold capped ends to them. Uh, some pieces of very old pottery and other pieces of art. Uh, but nothing that you can see that would be like, plans or locations of people, or like anything that would give away any information besides just like how much wealth and power the person who owns the room has.
That's not very interesting.
It's probably to you it's a bit tacky.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's no leads.
There is, compared to some of the other rooms you've seen, a lot less iconography of like death and skulls and zombies. It is far more of like actual, living imperial regalia and such.
It is weird that she's alive, but I didn't want to ask about that.
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, nothing you would save would be like, a post-it note with the
Mhm.
address of
A
Isabella.
picture, an address, an X, and a dotted
No.
line.
There are some paintings of people that you've never seen before that don't look like Sevilla. You would guess probably just like old expensive paintings that she has acquired. But yeah, she's sitting there politely waiting for you all to decide how to proceed.
So Aelina, so I'm assuming we were discussed about this beforehand. Is Aelina planning to reveal her identity to the Magister, or her believed identity? Like, are we already breaching secrecy in the city, or are we staying stealth?
Oh, give me 1 second while you discuss that.
She hadn't decided.
Okay.
It was more of a, now that with DeLuca's pinch whistles, whatever the fuck's, warning, she was a lot more hesitant, but
Yeah.
she would offer this information for you. Also, she really wants her glaive. I really want that glaive.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, I'm running my mind through the possibilities.
I am not, because at this point she's like, damn the consequences if it gets you a chance to see yours.
I mean, I think so. Best case scenario. We're looking at best case scenario, right? Is he's like, yes, you're a new Knight Eternal. I'm actually genuinely all about that, and I'm gonna support you. Here's your weapon back. Go out and kick
Go
some
forth.
butt. Go forth and conquer. Reunite the Empire. I support you 100%. Right? That's like best case scenario.
Yes. The mid case scenario is he keeps me in a box. He believes me and then keeps me. Well, the worst case scenario is he doesn't believe me and I'm executed for heresy.
Yeah, that's probably a like near the bottom case scenario for sure.
I feel like still being alive but being kept in like a box, kind of like the Saint of Glory, is less bad than death.
I don't know who the Saint of Glory is, but the more likely mid-range possibilities though, right? Is he says no, or he is like, actually, that's just a ruse I'm using to try and keep rule over the city with my magic.
You're a threat.
You're a threat to
Bam,
that.
bam, bam.
And also, you have my stuff, so I'm gonna have you executed. We get into a fight. Once we get into a fight with the Regent Lord, there is no good outcome for us. Right?
No. And I don't think we can take him. I'm gonna be honest. Man be looking like a vampire.
Do
we not become Regent Lord? Sorry.
It's not the duchies, no.
Oh, okay.
It would be...
This is Strahd. We're fighting Strahd.
It would certainly be a hard sell to try and come out of that fight, even assuming that we were able to win it. With anything looking like us being, like, on the right side, right? Everybody's gonna assume we just came here to assassinate him.
And Bossmar will go to war with Avency because we are here under
I
their
don't
banner.
know that they would be able to afford to do that for us. I think they would.
I think we would just be.
They would have to cut their losses, yeah. And I would.
Well, no, I'm not saying Bossmar would come. They would cut us for sure. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like Avency would have cause.
Yeah, I mean
to bring down Bossmar.
We'd undo everything. So there's no good outcome if that happens. I don't think there's nothing good that can come out of that. And from everything I've been seeing, I think that progress is right. The risk is just too great. As much as I want to see my sister and to get those relics, I think they're out of our reach at this point.
Beans.
Right, and it's not worth it throwing good relics after bad, you know. Especially like I want to reunite.
Just so I'm keeping up, what relic is she referring to that he wants back?
The two that Marrow ate.
Pre-camp, well, one mid-campaign, the other one
pre-campaign. Yeah.
So it's not exactly something we can give back.
I mean, no, yeah. Even assuming that Marrow could like throw them up or something, I have no idea what that would do.
That we could feed her chocolate and have her throw it up.
Right.
And I don't think not to talk about her like she isn't here, but I don't think she would want to do.
And I wouldn't ask her to. Yeah. So
we could potentially give him, I mean, not that I would relish the idea, but we could potentially give him the egg of a relic in exchange for her relic.
Oh, you mean the legendary essence?
The sword I'm holding, that if her vision is anything to be believed, is what a relic looks like before it's imbued with, I assume, someone's intent and becomes a full-blown relic on its own.
Not for nothing. Don't we have tainted relics?
Yeah, I don't think she's after those, though.
I mean, we could offer it, because I'm never going to use this one in my backpack. It's been in my backpack this whole time.
You don't have that one in your backpack. That was stolen.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Robbed a lot.
So, Lev, from my in-character knowledge of this conversation, he's saying relic, and we know that within the context of the campaign, there are general magic items, and then there are relics that are like magic items with a history. So when she says relic, she's not just saying any old magic item. She's specifically saying, like, storied magical items. Yeah.
You have not come across many magic items that were not also relics. I think the few that you've come across are like the Assessor's Glass, which is just kind of like a tool that was made but has some magic in it. I think that every magic weapon or armor that you have come across has been considered by people, by like the Bishop of Felmar for your Castellan place. He considered, those relics. I don't think that you have shown them anything from outside of Aventicuum lore to see if they would consider it a relic. But also no one has really like. Have you been hiding like a betrayal? Like, cause you kind of need to carry that, or have you been carrying it in like a bag of holding?
I imagine I've been carrying it in a bag of holding because I don't expect to be in combat around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like
So in that
he's
case,
like in
you
bad
you
As you
haven't.
form.
take, always expect to be in combat.
Yeah, you haven't really tested how people react to the
Mhm.
corrupt ones in that case.
Okay. Then I mean betrayal is mine to offer.
I-
So
I will say, go ahead. Anybody can make a history check.
okay.
DC 20.
Who's the best at history?
Possibly me.
And no, everybody can make this just to see if
Okay.
the thought occurs to any of you.
Yeah, it'll be me.
No, well, it might be. It won't be able.
Yeah, I don't know. All this magic stuff. It's kind
I
of
have a +8. So.
No. All right. Yeah, you haven't tested the corrupt ones with anybody who would give you a definitive answer on those.
a definitive yes or no.
Yeah, you just haven't tested. You haven't let anybody see them because you're like, oh, this looks bad.
Yeah. Is there a generic term for just like magic item that isn't a relic in this world?
Not really. I
Okay.
think that it'd be more likely the case of magic items that aren't relics are just thought of as really good tools.
Okay.
Like in the same way that power tools are still tools.
Right.
Just like more
Okay.
a magic item that's not a relic would be considered more of like this world's technology as
Mhm.
opposed to a relic.
Okay, so I'm gonna phrase it this way. I'm gonna tell her, well, I can't offer you anything that the Regent Lord has lost, but I do have a relic of my own that you might be interested in.
Oh, well, yes. Actually, I believe that dagger really did catch my eye.
That wasn't what I was referring to.
You have another?
Yes, and I'll get out my backpack and pull out Betrayal.
Go ahead and make an insight check, anybody who wishes to.
Yep.
Oh, Abel, her eyes
Yeah,
go
why
wide.
bother?
Her eyes go wide. Good wide or bad wide?
Surprised wide. It's like, oh, now that is interesting. Oh, you have all rolled very well. And one of us is a natural 20. Abel, you can tell that she is like before this, she seemed very Galahadran. You are staring at a scroll. Before this, she had seemed very like in control of this discussion, just like pretty much knowing what you were gonna say and like guiding everything. She is taken aback by this. This puts her off her game dramatically. In a way that you can tell both like surprise that you have pulled it out, but also recognition of what it is. And so he sort of looks at you and is like, where did you get that? And why did you bring it into Avency?
I got it from the one that murdered my family.
And
it seemed too dangerous to leave it out of my sight. So when I came to Avency, I brought it with me.
And what was your goal in bringing it to Avency?
This did not factor into my plans to coming to Avency.
We are in uncharted territory. If I may, do you know this weapon?
You
specifically?
I will also say that, Thur, you will notice that as she's having this conversation with you, her hand is doing something underneath the table.
Hmm.
Is it?
If you have a problem, I'm sure we can resolve it amicably.
Oh, I'm sure that we can. The doors that you came into open, and two knights come in. Two death knights. They sort of take very firm stances in between you and the exit for the room. One of them does a bit of a double take, seeing you, Abel.
Can't tell their face, huh?
Hmm.
And the senator will be like, Isabella, there has been a complication.
Oh.
And the knight who didn't
Ah!
looks to her,
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
over at you, looks over at the weapon in your hand.
I mean, I put it on the table.
I found
Yeah.
it.
I'm very much offering it to them. Like, if they think that I shouldn't have it at this point, I don't think I'm gonna fight it.
I say we fight it. What's
Uh,
the worst that could
hold.
happen? Lev sounds like he's building a new world
She,
already.
yeah, she points to the other knight who is not visibly Isabella and is like, confiscate this, have this put into a containment field, and notify the Regent Lord immediately. And she looks at you again and is like, and you are offering this of your own free will as a gift to the Regent Lord?
It sure sounds like it. Yeah.
Good answer. The knight comes over, makes some hand gestures over it that... Phelan, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Yep.
Seems like it was even more dangerous than I realized.
You have spent a lot of time trying to, study wizards to try and figure out how to pass yourself off as one. You try and study, it's like, oh, this might be something very important for me. He's just doing bullshit. It's just like... just like some sort of superstition sort of gesture. There's no magic happening there. They grab it, they put it into a bag, and they exit the room.
Can I
I
ask
want to
a
stage
question?
whisper that was not magic.
Galhadra?
Oh yeah. No, I mean I asked that in character. Can I ask a question?
Of course, although I believe that part of the deal, Abel and Isabella might want to have some time to talk. She gestures to Isabella, who takes off her helmet.
Okay.
Abel, you have not seen your sister in years, obviously. As she takes off her helmet, it is her same face, but obviously, her eyes are gone, replaced by just sort of blue, glowing blue. She has scars along her face. She is gone. She looks like she has gone past the point of rigor mortis, but there is still, it is... She is dead, visibly dead, but still adorned in, a full set of heavy armor with this sort of Death Knight helmet. She just sort of takes it off and looks at you. Galhadjan, what were you going to ask?
Oh, why is everyone making a big deal about that sword? I mean, it seemed mean, but it
Crossbow.
Crossbow. Why?
Well, if you're not already aware of the sort of specifics with that item, then it's likely best to leave it at that. I don't want to curse you with knowledge that you are not prepared to handle.
Don't worry, I'm not cursed with knowledge. Go ahead, tell me.
She just sort of chuckles politely and does not answer your question.
All right, well I tried.
Yeah.
Well, I feel comfortable saying this since it's no longer... This is not the only item like this we have The other one
She,
was stolen, but
stolen when by who?
that would be an answer if I remembered what happened. I forgot it was stolen.
It
That
was
wasn't.
when you and Phelan lost that day of memory. You
Oh,
woke up without it.
I would explain.
So in Norris, yeah.
We were in Norris. Phelan and I lost an entire day of memories, and it was gone from my possession.
All right. So while you're explaining that to her, Isabel is just gonna sort of stare at you, Abel, uh, not saying anything, just sort of looking at you.
Is there a place we can talk?
She sort of looks around and it's like, is there anything that you wish to say that you cannot say here? I have nothing to hide from the senator. It appears that you might.
Not particularly. We're all on the same side here, I think.
I would hope so. I always did worry a bit for you, Abel, getting mixed up in some of the more clandestine affairs of the city, but even I wouldn't have thought that you would find a corrupted relic. I guess that's what I get for not being there.
Well, that's hardly your fault. Did you hear about what happened?
You're going to need to be more specific, Abel. I
To the
try to avoid news from Bossmar as much as I can, all considered.
to the the castle, to our family.
Did something happen with Uncle?
Um, well, you're not the only one he's gotten killed. Now, well, I'm sure you weren't the first, but of our family, the bastard left his own family to die. But I got him.
Ah. Was it Derek?
Out of character, I'm trying to remember.
That'd be Baron Blackbriar.
Derek, that. No.
She's asking if it was Derek who killed them.
No, it was the Marquis, right?
The Marquis killed not just our uncle, but also our aunt and cousins?
No. So, alright, let me start from the beginning. So, our uncle, in the course of the war, was targeted by an attack, the castle, and he knew it was coming. And so he fled and left his family to die. That's where we got the cursed relic from, is the woman who led the attack. She was able to do it with the help of demons.
A counterattack by Colmar?
Not really Colmar as a country, but like, dissidents within the occupied territories. I'm trying to remember the woman who she was, if I remember right, she was a former subject of House Seabreeze, right?
Yep, former captain.
Yeah, former captain of House Seabreeze.
I see. I guess Uncle left them to their fate. Can't really expect much from them.
Yes.
And then the Marquis did our uncle in for his cowardice?
Yes.
Good. You would know that it wasn't the
Well-
Marquis. It was the Marquis' son.
The Marquis' son, yeah. Right,
Ah,
because
Lucius.
I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago, so I don't remember the exact circumstances. But I would explain them to her what happened.
Okay, yeah. You explain. You include like
That he tried
Derek
to,
Blackbriar.
yeah, that he tried to have me champion him in the trial by
Okay.
combat, and I refused, and so he disowned me, and then he died.
Okay. Do you include that the Colmar attack was like kind of backed by Baron Blackbriar and all that, and that he was sort of caught as well and executed
Well,
along with his aunt?
he was caught and executed for her necromancy, wasn't he?
But also for he supplied the weapons to the people who attacked your castle.
Okay, yeah, then yeah.
Okay. Do you tell him about your cousin still being alive in Nolands?
The senator doesn't care, yeah? And, like, Avencia as a whole doesn't really care?
They don't seem to care about the conflict between Bossmar and the Knolls. They are a very religious city. How they would feel about people following the old gods you don't have
Yeah.
confidence in.
Then I would leave that part out. I would just leave it at
Okay.
everybody died in the attack.
Okay.
Except for that one woman who is a husband. Or her husband was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well that's still your cousin-in-law.
Yeah, cousin-in-law.
So she knew her. She sighs, but as she sighs, you can hear some of the air is escaping from her chest and not necessarily her mouth. Sort of whistling through some of the plates in her armor. Well, I'd hoped for better, but at least Lucius was able to avenge me in his own way, I guess, although Derek. Fool. Well, I am at least glad to see that you have landed on your feet, at least, brother.
Yeah, I made the best of a bad situation.
As you tend to do.
I never really wanted to be in charge anyway.
No, imagine not. It is good to see you doing well. It appears that you have found a quite prestigious position as a retainer to a knight of the royal family. Congratulations. How is the princess?
Princess is doing well. We're trying to get her married, so we can, marriage alliance with Lothram. That's going pretty well.
I'm gonna let your natural 20 slide. She seems relieved at it doing well, and you see a bit of disappointment that you mentioned her getting married.
Wait, did she have... No. Okay.
Not that you were ever aware of.
Okay.
But
yeah.
she was also away at Academy for a few years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever that was, it's not going to, it's literally dead, but not quite buried.
No.
So, but yeah, so if we can clinch this deal, then she should be queen soon.
Good. I believe that would be for the best. I have nothing against her brother, but one of them does need to take the throne very firmly for the good of the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. How are you doing here?
I've found a place for what I am now. It's service, it's duty, it is... I am still fulfilling my obligation to the Trinity in the best way that I can. A lot more protocol and sort of standing around than I would necessarily prefer, but I feel that if I were needed to be in the field often, that might be worse, given the circumstances.
Yeah. Well, with everything that I've been seeing, keep that blade sharp.
I intend to. Everyone else, as they're having sort of this conversation, because it takes a while for able to go through everything. The
Right.
senator is sort of listening to you guys while also like listening in on that conversation. As just like, so that is my end of the bargain, a relic for an audience with Isabella, although I must say, the nature of this relic will catch the Regent Lord's attention. Is that something that you wished to achieve or avoid?
I can't
Something
believe
that
he
can
invited
be
me.
avoided at this point.
Well, there's always ways to avoid it if necessary. I don't want to spoil what looks like the beginnings of a very interesting relationship with such a promising knight of Bosmar and her retinue.
Do you know why he invited Lupa?
I believe the nature of their being an envoy from abroad is something that the Regent Lord prefers to handle over the senators. The Senate is much more focused on domestic affairs.
That makes sense.
So I do say there have been a surprising number of foreign envoys recently, but I had not seen in previous years. Including yourself, of course.
This is my first time here.
Indeed, how long have you been at Aventicuum?
Do I know? Do I know?
I think at this point, probably 3 months.
Three
or 4 months, yeah.
3 months, yes.
So you might have been the first one to arrive then. The others have only been here in the last 1 or 2.
Oh. Yeah, I'm something of a trailblazer. For adventure.
They did mention that they were on the lookout for a Raywood prince, and that they would appreciate being informed of anybody who heard of their whereabouts.
Wait, you said they? Hold on. Can you roll back a second? They?
Yes.
How many people are we talking about?
Ah. Oh, if only my memory were
Oh,
better.
come on!
She smiles and is like, information is very valuable, Sir Galahadrin.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of it.
Fair enough.
I can tell you about how plants feel about things.
That doesn't necessarily feel like a fair trade.
I don't know.
Well, I do realize you have yet to answer my original question.
Yeah? What question?
Of whether you are trying to achieve the Regent Lord's attention or avoid it.
I think
Your
that's
actions
complicated.
strike me as a bit of a mix.
Complicated.
And about you, Sir Alina, what is your opinion on this matter? You are in charge of this warband, correct?
I am.
Do you potentially wish to have an audience with the Regent Lord? Or do you wish that he not know who brought this relic into the city? And she smiles at you predatorily.
I'm in danger. I think we would like to remain anonymous.
very wise choice for most. What would you be willing to give me for retaining this anonymity? I think at this point, Abel, your conversation has sort of reached its end, and you hear her ask this question.
Oh, you could swear yourself to a court and go live in the Feywild.
Is this a recommendation for myself or for Sir Alina?
Oh, for you.
Is that
I don't think that's quite a enticing offer, I'm afraid.
You don't want to go to the Feywild?
No, I much
Got
prefer
plans.
here. I spent a lot of time and effort getting where I am.
Oh, I forgot I also have this other one.
which other one?
I have the Blade of the Ruiner.
Which one is that?
The one that we got from the Knoll lady. The one that wrecked
Oh.
my armor.
Yeah.
I was about to tell her like a secret, and then I was like, I think I have something in my backpack. did.
I wouldn't pull that out actually, because I feel like that just might put us deeper in her debt.
You know, that's fair.
Can you please not tell the Regent Lord we had a cursed item? Here's another cursed item.
Right?
Also, I need to get this out of my inventory. I don't have this weapon.
Okay.
Not that, but the Iron Star.
Oh, yeah. We gave it to the people.
Oh, yeah.
I also have this broken relic hilt. Don't know where that came from.
You do. That was, you found that in the cave for the Houndmaster, where he was destroying relics on the cursed anvil.
Yeah. That then shattered into pieces.
Corrupted anvil.
Yeah.
And you didn't take all the pieces of it because all the pieces were corrupted, but you took the broken hilt. So.
I mean, I think the natural thing to give you would be the credit, yeah? For containing this dangerous item.
Ooh, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Somebody want to help me?
Can I
Help
help?
him. I help.
Alright.
Ooh, boy. Tough sell.
That is enticing, but I believe I would get that even if I told them that I took it from you. Leave a little more would be a fair trade.
Is there a flavor of something you are hunting for?
To be quite honest, I don't know what you all have to offer. You are quite a... And that's not to be belittling. You are obviously very talented, very skilled in whatever you do. I just don't have any knowledge of your accomplishments. I don't know, beyond the trust from the Princess of Bosmar, how you earned that, how you have spent that. I don't know your talents. I know many wizards, so unfortunately I'm not interested in any magical favors from you, Mr. Master Phelan.
That's perfectly all right. If I may be blunt, we have earned not only the favor, but the trust of the Princess of Bosmar. We work for her. We have sworn to her. We found our way here, and all of us got invited to a specific party where the Regent Lord made a personal appearance. We come bearing a cursed object that was so important, you immediately ushered it away with 2 guards. At this point, you can sort of name a price and be assumed we'll find some sort of way.
He sort of smiles at that and is like,
I apologize. Politics are not my
is...
strongs.
I enjoy the directness. It is very refreshing, especially in this city.
To put an even blunter point on it, one of the big things that earned us the trust of the princess was slaying demons.
Now there we go. You are as in the loop as I expected. Isabella sort of gives you just like raises an eyebrow at that of just like, really, little brother?
Let's see.
I was gonna try to make an insight earlier when he just said demons to his sister.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to interrupt, so I just like let it ride.
Yeah, it's they all know that word and what you're talking about. You can assume from their reaction that they are like, "Oh, you are knowledgeable about this as well." Ah, very interesting. Well then, I must admit, I am not currently at the junction where I have any demons that need slaying. That is something that is far more likely on the frontiers than in the city itself. She looks at Galahadrin. Tell me, how interested are you in owing favors? I heard from some of your countrymen that that is something that our cultures have in common in the strong emphasis on keeping oaths.
Well, normally I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not supposed to do any favors.
And what about you, Sir Alina? Are you under the same obligation to not grant any IOUs?
Well, it depends on the IOU.
You are proficient in slaying even demons, you say?
Correct.
How strong of a mortal force do you reckon you could match yourselves against? Another warband? Some Iron Wolves? A Duke's forces?
How many were in the Knoll band we fought?
The
Haven't
Knoll
we
band
done
that you
all
fought
of those?
alongside an army, you couldn't count them.
Okay. I was just trying to see.
The one that was on like the open fields?
Yeah.
Oh, like 100 gnolls. Well, probably more like 20 gnolls and then 80 hyenas, but that's still, it's,
Semantics?
yeah.
We also beat that other warband pretty handily when we first.
We did beat that other warband. Somewhere between a warband, 20 gnolls, and and sometimes, we look into the a rip in the world and poke that thing in the eye for the
And
best.
some of us may or may not feel it with our bare hand.
Some of us throw a nail bomb into it.
I forgot about that.
Do you say, look through a tear in the world and poke that thing in the eye?
Sure sounds like
really
she did.
funny. Yeah, I can't take it back now. I said it.
I want you guys to feel free to make jokes without me like putting your feet to the coals for it. That is something that's slightly out of character for Alina, so I just want to confirm.
It is. That was a joke. I wish I had said it, but I was making a joke.
You can say it if you would like to.
What?
I'm giving you that option.
This is all in the theater of the mind.
I feel like Phelan's going to pinch my elbow off if I run my mouth more.
Because there is a radical difference between we have found a corrupted relic that we took off someone else, and we have killed demons, and we have seen beyond the world and flipped off the thing that lurks beyond it. Like, that is a escalation.
Actually, yeah, I must say it. I think it's funny.
Persuasion
We're all
check,
going
disadvantage.
Can I get advantage from Abel because he was helping me? So
is Abel trying to help you with this?
You added into the joke.
No.
I did add into the joke. I did say I threw a nail bomb at it. So I guess
I pressed it. Is it rolling? No. I'll never know. That's a 10. Middle of the road.
God help her.
She laughs it off. She's just like, "Oh, you are very confident in your abilities." uh,
They could believe us. Alina's having a panic attack in her brain.
how long are you planning to stay in the city?
We were going to stay until our business was concluded. One of our business routes seems to be closed off to us at the moment. We've fulfilled another.
Oh, which one was closed off? I might be able to help you with that.
Oh, you probably can, but this is a lot of debt passed around that I don't think I am willing to take on.
Fair enough.
But it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm not offering anything. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just stating. I got distracted by a message.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that GIF's gonna work.
It's not gifting.
The
It's
picture enough.
not
The picture
good.
alone is good. Just
No. we
but
get the gist of it.
we get it.
Or I guess the gist of it in this case. I don't know. Fuck it.
Boo. There's a relic that I would like to at very least see in the Regent Lord's possession. But it is what it is.
You need to make either persuasion or deception. No one else can help you on this because that kind of just tumbles out of your mouth without realizing the implications of what you just said.
To be fair, I didn't realize the implications of what I just said. I'm sleepy.
Uh-huh.
oh, hey,
So it looks like so you are trying to avoid the notice of the Regent Lord while you wish to take possession of a relic in this city. Oh, you are very bold.
Unfortunately, I've heard that quite a bit.
Which relic and why?
I don't remember. It's fake name.
It was in there in its real name. In the name that you recognized, which is why you knew what it was. Good night, Perth.
What did I name it? Silverwind. The relic's called Silverwind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a glaive. I'm a glaive user myself. Well, and it calls to me, not in a real sense, but the fact that that weapon has touched many, many hands, has been wielded by many. I just want to touch history.
And that is a deception check.
That is not a deception.
Somebody may assist you with that.
That is not a deception. I didn't say whose history.
But you said many hands. You have no idea who's held this in the meantime.
Well, it had to get from point A to point B.
This is true, yeah. Alright.
Like, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, that Rhea didn't just be like, here, Regent Lord, on the day of my death, please take my glaive and shove it up your asshole.
Okay, alright. Okay.
I phrased it very specifically.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first one who required a relic that suited their fighting style. I can't necessarily blame you for that, although I would say that unless you made a better impression than any of his knights, I don't believe the Regent Lord would be willing to give you one of his collection. So that might be for the best that you abandon that line of inquiry.
How do you
See,
make
Unless you
an
wish to
impression?
ask him yourself, of course. And she smiles again at that.
I'll pass, but thank you.
Understood. So, if your business is concluded, will you be leaving today, tomorrow? Do you have any other business in the city that would keep you for longer? I just want to see how much time I would have to think over a proper favor. I wasn't expecting to have such a favor from such a capable warband.
I potentially have one more meeting today.
Oh?
Probably staying through at least tomorrow. And
Yeah.
if you need us, you know where we'll be.
Indeed, I do. Well, unless there was anything else you wish to discuss, I believe that I've asked all that I was curious about.
I'm not in my right mind, and I can tell it because my brain is like, as we walk out, be like, "There are demons in the city. Bye." I'm like, you know, it's like, I just want
Are
to
there
stir
demons
the
in the
shit.
city?
There is. There are.
Oh,
there
right,
are.
yeah, I forgot he was a demon.
To be
And
fair, we
his
only know
bosses
there's
are
one
here.
demon in this city.
I have reason to believe his
Where-
he bosses are here.
Where there's one, there's more.
They're like rats.
Alright, yeah, so unless there's anything else that you wish to ask her, and she will sort of politely bid you good day. She was like, Isabella, feel free to follow them out if you wish to take as much time as you need to sort of catch up. I do want to make sure that I am as generous as possible with fulfilling my end of the bargain, so whatever duties you have to me for today, use as many of them as you wish for your own personal time. And Isabella just bows politely, and thanks her for that. And yeah, she will, unless you guys have anything else you wish to discuss, Isabella will walk out with you.
Nope. I would like to leave.
As you guys get into the hallway and there are less senators around to hear you, she's gonna look over at you, Alina, and is like, I am shocked at the audacity that you would make a claim that you had seen beyond the world and poked something in its eye?
Well, we
I mean,
did.
that is, I had heard some things from you, but that level of bravado is even past able.
Well, fun fact, I can't do bravado. That was true. There was a rend in the castle wall because there was a sacrifice. There was a lady. Was it
There
your
was
aunt?
a rend in the castle.
Yeah, there was a hole in the wall that didn't lead outside of the castle.
How?
Because
Well,
it led to the demon realm.
you know how they were so upset about that cursed relic?
Yes.
It basically did that.
It
right?
did it. We've seen 2 rends.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not kidding.
No.
No.
Oh,
I
that's
poked it in the
worse.
eye.
Why do you think I told you to keep your sword sharp?
Oh, that is... She sort of looks at you and is like, and part of your deal with the senator was that you did not want to bring yourselves to the Regent Lord's attention?
I do not think I am the right person to see the Regent Lord.
There's a lot of moving pieces.
Well, I apparently have all afternoon, Abel.
Okay.
So now you will need to convince me why I should not tell my liege lord what I just heard in that room that involves the safety and security of all of Aventicuum, apparently,
Well,
little brother.
I mean, first of all, we took care of it.
The rend is closed. Both rends are
both
closed.
of the rends are closed. That's right.
How?
Close them.
I'm beginning to believe we
Magic.
should keep our mouths shut.
Magic?
pinch of my elbow grows
What kind
harder.
of wizard can close a hole in reality?
I kind
A
of
very skilled one.
Again, I believe we should all keep our mouth shut.
I mean, she can put two and two together.
She's going to look over at Phelan. She's going to start to. Phelan, if you want to make a persuasion check of some sort.
I am just going to stay completely neutral. She can put two and two together. She's a smart lady. I am
Yep.
not. I'm going to plead the fifth on this one. They have that in Avency?
Some, not really.
I don't think so, no.
They have circles of truth.
I think you're probably not even allowed to stay silent if you die. Like,
No,
they'll bring you
no,
back and
you're
ask you
not.
questions. It's like, you have negative right to remain silent.
Yeah, there's no First Amendment. There's no Fifth Amendment.
Dead men can and will tell tales.
Exactly.
So, Isabella, what do you actually know about the Regent Lord?
I've had a brief meeting with him where I swore my oath.
Yeah, and see,
I know that he seeks to protect what is left of Aventicuum after the fall of the Empire and prepare it for the struggle that he knows is on the horizon when Owen returns and finishes the fight against the demons.
Owen and his Knights Eternal. Yes, we all know the story.
Yes, the King Owen.
Eilina, do you want to? Maybe we could discuss this somewhere private.
Absolutely.
Not in the street. Is there a good spot we can do that?
I have no privacy back in my own quarters. They're shared with the other knights. Although, Abel, I caution you against telling me things that you do not wish me to report to my liege lord. You are going to need a very good reason for that, other than just being my little brother.
I do think I have one. Eilina,
I will give you that chance. I owe you at least that much.
If you are willing, Eilina, to discuss the thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's go somewhere. Can we get a private room in the Busmarin Embassy? That'd probably be private enough, right?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
can definitely ask that from you're here on direct support of the princess. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we get a conference room.
Oh.
So right. So the Regent Lord is holding the kingdom in trust, supposedly, for King Owen and his knights when they return. Yes.
The Empire, yes.
Yes.
As much of it as he can.
So, if one of those knights were to be here, you would be subject to their authority, yes? As a...
I don't believe so. My oath is still to the Regent Lord.
But his
directly.
But his oath is, or his service is to the king.
It's to King Owen.
The King Owen.
Not to the knights. It's not really a hypothetical that I've spent much time entertaining, but if you were to ask me if the knights and the Regent Lord all swore oaths to King Owen, that would put them more on par with each other, rather than, a line of fealty. It's more like, marquises serving a king, rather than a count serving a marquis serving a king, at least in my understanding. I'm not a scholar.
Right, their authority would be on par, yes?
Yes, although I haven't sworn an oath. It feels like you are asking me if you showed me a Knight Eternal, if I would serve them instead of the Regent Lord.
No,
is that what you're trying to...
No, just respect their wishes.
Would you respect the wishes of the Princess of Lothram? Actually, I'm not sure if Lothram has a princess. I think it's just a prince. Again,
the Prince
I'm
of
not...
Bosmar.
Yes. Would you respect the orders of the Prince of Bosmar if he asked you to keep something from Esmeralda?
Hmm. I see your point.
Oh, sorry, Emilia. Emilia
Amelia.
was the princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your point. Yeah, that is.
I'm willing to hear you out, Abel, but unless you give me a very good reason, I do have my duty.
That's true. And your oath is to the Regent Lord, not to King Owen. That complicates things.
In this life, yes.
Hmm.
She'll sit there patiently while you guys confer.
Well, yeah, she's got all
Like
the time in the
she's
world.
in no rush. She's been given the day off, and she's dead. So,
Right. Um,
She's dead.
I'm trying to think back on everything we've heard, of like what.
as you think, there is one thing that would occur when you guys get to the embassy. That I had in my notes I forgot about.
Okay.
Alina, as you arrive at the embassy, one of the the ambassadors just like, Sir Katala, a gift arrived for you.
From who?
I believe it was for Duke Salient. Yep. And he sort of
It's my
motions.
fucking mom. I'm leaving.
It is your mom in very fancy formal attire, in like gussied up and such. Still is like a maid and servant attire, but like, properly, you know,
I
as
don't
one
know.
would gift a very good zombie.
How are you supposed to feel about that?
And your mother hands you a note from the Duke.
What does it say?
With appreciation for the favor you did for me with Duke Maris and his lands.
I hand it to Phelan. Congratulations, Phelan. You just got yourself a new servant, and I walk past.
This is horrible.
Is there anything of a person in the zombie?
No.
Deep down. Can
No.
I look really close?
Do a perception check.
Alright. But this is a magical, princely
Yeah.
perception check, okay?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
okay.
we had a cleric in the party and we leveled up a few more times, we now have a body.
No. That's a no. They do smell very nice.
I'm not
That's
giving
good.
up hope, alright?
They're very well perfumed.
Well, that's nice.
Well, she can come with us regardless. I'll take my little servant.
Yep, she follows you.
Listen,
Meanwhile-
I don't blame you for this scenario. I just don't want my dead mom as my servant. I'm gonna be honest.
Not my dead mom.
Right? Exactly. I knew you were going to react that way. Have my dead mom.
If it works for everyone else, my kid is crying. Is this a good stopping point?
Or do you want a whole week to devise what you're gonna try and sell your sister on?
No, I think I just need to consult with Eilina, but if Al wants to go to bed, we can probably hash that out ourselves, unless...
I would love to be at a slightly more advanced place so I
Yeah.
know what to plan.
Yeah,
Okay. Looks like he's good for now.
okay,
Mom's got him.
okay.
Thank you.
Man,
I mean, plan for a conversation with the sister.
yeah. So, knowing that it might draw the Regent Lord's attention if we can't convince her to keep the secret,
do we bail?
That is the question, right? Like, I want somebody here to know.
And I'm cool with it being your sister.
You were just gonna tell that random magister, so, like...
And then I wasn't.
Probably
And then I was
also-
back on board.
Yeah. This feels
But if I
like...
were to tell anyone...
If we were to tell anyone...
do we bail?
How would you describe the personality of your sister before she was killed?
Let me look up what I wrote down. Hang on. Oh man, I gotta figure out where did I put this. Is this it? Yes. Isabella.
Ooh, what if I sent my dead mom to the magistrate as a, hey, something came up, sorry I couldn't make our meeting, here's a servant. Here's one dead mom.
As an apology letter?
I just got this.
It's my mom!
You gave it to me.
No take backs.
I mean, you can still meet
Yeah.
with the magister after this.
Yeah, no
if you
takesies
want.
backsies.
Nothing. So let's see, I'm looking at my notes. Nothing that's helpful here, I think. Ambitious. Gallant. Yeah, I mean, I think she would be more than willing to carry through with her stated plan of informing the Regent Lord.
Yep.
If we don't do something.
Not even in a threatening way, but in a like, this is my job sort of way.
Like, this is literally my job.
Yeah.
So we have to...
So, we might be in for a that small slip might have snowballed us into in for a penny, in for a pound kind of situation.
And that's fine, because we have to wait for the favor.
Well, the favor was because we wanted her to keep the attention of the Regent Lord off of us, which we've just spectacularly failed.
That's true.
If we just decide that we're it's like if we just decide we're balling, then we owe a favor for nothing.
We could just leave.
I mean, she's still got her...
With my dead mom.
I don't think we would be allowed to leave.
If we leave right now...
I think they might send people after us. I mean, like she said, you know, potentially world-ending threats is and out of character, Lev did give us an out. We decided to keep going, so this is entirely on us.
There have been many off ramps.
Yes.
I would like to say with your... I don't know. At this point, if we get bullied by what I'm assuming is a full-fledged vampire who's drunk off his own power, then that happens.
Okay.
If we die, we die.
Yeah, I mean, that's great for you. You come back, maybe? It's not
Potentially come back.
potentially, it's not
But that could
clear.
also be in 30 years or whatever.
Yeah, but it's still another go-round, right?
That's true, but
Who
by then
knows
the
where
world
I'm
could
going
have
to end
ended.
up?
Unless you are also one of the knights. We haven't discussed that recently. But
That's...
everyone...
I don't think that's a thing. Right?
Listen. I don't know. I will be dead, and frankly, the cycle might be broken. I might, if there is a cycle, I might know peace.
That doesn't... It also doesn't feel like a good thing.
I don't know. I feel like if like the prophecy says that Owen will round up the knights.
Right.
Where is he?
That
Why
is-
am I the only one who remembers, and why am I?
I mean, so I have a theory, right? Because we've seen, like, art and things about the knights coming back, and the knights are different, but the weapons are always the same. So I'm wondering, are the weapons the important thing?
I will note the art is not of the knights coming back. It is of the knights in
Yeah.
the stories.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's just a loose thread that's not actually there. A red herring.
I don't want to discount the weapon angle. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like knights coming back is not a thing. It was the knights were here. There's a bunch of art and stuff of what they did mythologically,
Right.
and then stuff of that event was made throughout history.
Yeah.
The weapons are still a through line, but there's no like they came back stuff.
Right. Yeah, my thinking is that the reason the art is like that is because it's the weapons that are important, not necessarily their wielders. That doesn't explain the wings.
That does not explain. But say Levy. We do well because we opened up. We started this conversation with your sister. It was literally like 10 minutes ago, and I don't remember who started it. Probably me.
Yeah. Well, it was your offhanded comment about poking God in the eye, and then...
Oh, that happened in the room, and then sister was like, "Did that really happen?"
And we were like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I need to report that." And we were like, "Oh,
and
no."
we're like, "Ooh."
And you convinced her that it was true.
Yeah.
Not.
We really could have just let it go. We could have just like led that off as, "Damn, they ballsy as fuck," and we could have moved on.
Should have
But
we didn't do
hard
that.
about it.
Listen, pinch me harder next time. Throw a rock at my head.
I mean, I feel like the only other angle to go in this at would be like, yeah, we totally poked God in the eye. You want to mess with us? That's a bad idea. We'll poke you in the eye too.
You don't look like God.
You don't look like
Less
God.
God,
much
more
smaller.
Satan. Just really want to make that clear.
We'll poke Satan in the eye too. Everybody gets an eye poke.
Everyone.
I don't have another nail bomb, but I do have other explosives.
And I still have my glaive. I'll poke everyone in the eye. I don't care.
You look to go into somebody's kingdom and tell them, "Hey, here's how powerful I am. Keep it quiet, or I'll do it to you too."
Well, that's why we didn't say that last part.
I will also note, you guys have definitely fought like a lot of, mortals and come out very heavily on top. Abel, I'm not sure if you ever came to a point where you were able to beat your sister. Alina, your success at the academy was probably compared to his sister quite a lot. Like, I just want to put the confidence level of your sister is in this room privately with a bunch of people who might be, contemplating asking her to, like, keep a secret from the Regent Lord. She is not afraid of you guys in the slightest, in a way that is probably beyond just like, well, this is my family sort of thing.
Well, I don't want her to be afraid of us.
I don't think we're planning on trying anything on her.
I know, but just like,
As a...
Listen, I'll poke Satan in the eye, but that's his sister. I'm not gonna fucking poke her in the eye. Well...
Oh, yeah.
So how's that? Yes.
But as a calibration of what the other guards might be like.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we've done it now. There's
I think
no kidding around it.
we are in it, yeah. Because I don't see a path to convincing her not to tell the Regent Lord about that.
I wonder if we can convince her to not tell him yet.
Like I like to think that Isabel's off in the corner with Marrow, and she's just like, oh yeah, no, since I came back, I can't see colors either. Everything's just like a bit of shades of gray.
That is funny. I do like that. Does she seem to realize that Marrow is covered in stolen merchandise?
On one hand, she kind of pieced that together. On the other hand, it's like, of all the things going on, that is like, eh.
A low priority.
Yeah, if the senator wasn't doing anything about that, the main difference is that she kind of got the feeling from the senator that the senator would keep, the poke Satan in the eye thing quiet, and it's just like, oh, that's kind of my job. Like the stolen relic stuff, it's like, all right, that's if the senator's not doing something, then whatever. But this in particular is like, oh, the senator didn't take this seriously. I know that it's real, so now this is my responsibility.
Right.
Yeah, I think next week will just be us talking to her, and
I mean, I think Lev wants to do it now, so we pull the trigger.
I would like to know what you guys want to try, because there's multiple options. You're probably not going to fight her, but that's always whatever.
Yeah.
There is
Always an option.
Yeah, there is sure. It's like, oh, let us try to convince her not to tell the Regent Lord, or there is, all right, fuck it, yeah, go ahead and tell the Regent Lord, in for a penny, in for a pound. Like those are the main things. Are you going to convince her not to tell him? Are you going to have her tell him and then just balls to the walls, whatever, or are you going to try and fight her and then I need to make a combat?
Yeah. I don't think
well, we're not going to fight her.
We're not going to fight her. There's no
It is a distant third.
Yeah.
There might be a fourth option there. I don't know, just off the top of my
Those
head.
Are the three options you see, yeah.
Yeah. There could be if you guys find a fourth, I'm all for a fourth, but hell if I know what it is.
So the only thing that she knows right now is that we found a couple of holes in the world and we plugged them, right?
And you had cursed relics to prove it, and she knows you well enough to know that you weren't just bullshitting it.
Right.
She also, you guys can probably assume, believes that you have a wizard who was able to close those holes in reality.
Right. That's the part that I'm wondering about, because if it was just, oh hey, we found the problem and we solved it, that'd be one thing that we could play off, I think. But I think that the ability to close the holes might trigger some things. Right?
Very likely.
Yeah. Because, I'm trying to remember about, because, alright, so Phelan's whole thing is because of progress, right? And the progress is projects, which the Regent Lord is working on, we know, right? The Regent Lord is allied with progress.
They didn't seem
So
like...
the things that you know for sure.
Right.
Progress and the Regent Lord have an agreement.
Right.
That seems to be an extension of an agreement Progress has with, like, the Trinity as a whole, sort of thing.
Right, yeah.
You have also gotten a lot of implication that Progress, in some way, shape, or form, has dibs on whatever Phelan's got going with him.
Okay. So, if that's all she knows, we might be able to work with that. Because then, because Phelan is protected by Progress, it would seem, from that might protect Phelan from the Regent Lord, right? And the rest of us are just like mooks along for the ride. In the grand scheme of things, as far as they know.
Incredibly powerful mooks with just laden with relics.
Right. Well, I'm not making that mistake again. So
Right, but for the man who collects them, we have no guarantee that he can't just sense them.
Sure, yeah.
You've been here a few days and nobody has tried to, like, take them off of you.
Yeah.
So.
And he was pretty close to us on that ledge.
Yes, but none of
I
us
think
were
that you-
holding them. We all left our
I-
shit at the room.
I had my knife up my sleeve.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could not tell her about the whole Night Eternal thing. And then just try and play it off as Phelan's deal. Since that's already busted. In terms
I don't.
And then see how it goes.
That's fine.
And then if we think, like, we have more cards to play, if we think we need more leverage for or
Yeah, but
something.
Phelan has spent all this time trying to keep this.
This should be fine.
Look at right, because we could make it out that like the secrecy is about Project Genesis. All right. So yeah, I think those are our two realistic options, right? We either go full in on spilling the beans to her and see what she thinks. I mean, I would love for somebody in the know to tell us what the heck is going on. So going all in on the Regent Lord, we could do that. We'd definitely get some answers. I have no idea if we would survive getting those answers, but we'd get answers of some sort, hopefully. Get him monologuing. Or
Love
we
a
could
good monologue.
Yeah, or we could try and half-ass it and just be like, yeah, we've got a guy from Project Genesis here. We'd probably like phrase it to Isabella as like, so what do you know about Project Genesis? You know, that kind of thing.
A class.
The classic.
At this point, I believe that if we are going to do the all-in strategy, we might as well try to not do it first.
Okay.
If we try to be coy about it and just say it's me, and that fails, the obvious next step would be it's fucking all of us, and we're stuck with it anyway. If we go with the all-in strategy first, then we don't have the option of the second strategy.
Yeah. I mean, we also have the shock and awe value of, you know, if we're in a crowded place, you know, Ailina does the wingy thing, and then
I can, yep.
And then we're like, you just be like, yeah, I'm a Knight Eternal, bitch. Do something about it. And hopefully that would give us the moment, the opening we need to try and navigate the situation if things are going poorly.
But
Sounds like a working plan to me.
Okay. All right, so we're all agreed.
yeah.
All right.
All right, cast that die. What are we doing?
So I think I'm gonna go up to Isabella, and I'm gonna sit down, and just be like, so what does the word Genesis mean to you?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh,
Can
boy.
we help?
Yeah.
Because we all be staring at her.
We all be
Yeah,
insight.
sure.
Do you want them to roll? Or do you want me to get advantage?
I
I'm
think
gonna-
all 3 of you guys can roll. All 4 of you guys. Yep.
Nope.
Galahadra and Isabella just looks at Abel, just like very confused. Just like, nothing. What does that have to do with, brother? I would appreciate that you don't just play word games with me.
Okay. So
Yeah, Galahadra and no recollection of just like, she's been waiting here for you guys to finally like talk to her whatever you want to him, and he says that, and she looks annoyed.
it's like, what are you doing? What game are you playing here?
Like,
You stupid burnout brother.
yeah.
Okay. So we told you about, fighting the demons, holes in the world, and we've got a very special wizard who can plug them. The reason that he can do that, we believe, is because his powers were imbued into him as part of an experiment called Project Genesis.
Okay.
And out of character.
Is this a wizard thing?
I'm out of character. I'm
No.
trying to remember.
I'm not a wizard.
But did wizards do I've never heard of that. I have no idea what that means. Is that something that wizards did to you, or who
So
did this?
it does appear that it does it appear that it was wizards? Did we find that out?
I mean, it's an organization of wizards, right?
They seemed like wizards and ghosts.
There was a wizard who was in charge of a different project.
Yeah. It does appear as though it was wizards that did this. I'm not sure how. I have no memory of it. I don't even remember talking to them or when my power started. I remember my power starting one day on a lake. But I was given this power, a fairly grand power, it would seem. And it is traditionally easier to call myself a wizard because going around flaunting the idea that someone can just randomly close rifts in reality or create birds from nothing. And I have
Oh yeah, show her
Gus laying down with me. Create birds from nothing or create matter from thin air isn't something that tends to sit well, as I can see on your face.
Okay, so there's something that some group of wizards have been working on. Do you know if they're a magister in Avency that I can speak with, if they're members of the Azure Academy, if they're the court wizards of Bosmar? Do you know who was in charge of whatever giving you this power to close rifts would be, that I can inform the Regent Lord that they are the ones responsible and see if he can check on it with whatever methods he has?
We
Ghost.
don't.
If it's wizards,
No.
he might already be aware of it, but
we're
I
pretty sure
can't
that
leave
he
that
is.
chance.
We're pretty sure he's already aware.
So you're saying that I can just go to the Regent Lord and say, my liege, I have been informed that there were rifts in the world that were closed due to someone with powers from Genesis? And he would understand this?
I think so.
Alright, we're gonna need a persuasion check, somebody with advantage.
I'll do it.
That'll do it. That'll do it,
Okay.
Lauren.
Alright. Okay, I will tell him that. I will try and leave your names out of it as best I can. if you're saying that this power came from elsewhere. If he doesn't believe that, then you likely will be hunted down by my comrades. Just as a fair
That
warning, not
is
as a threat, just as...
unfortunately not something we're unaccustomed to.
Good.
Good.
All right, then. Well, no, one sec.
Wait, does the Regent Lord not like plants?
I mean, who likes
All right,
plants?
sorry. I'm back.
And
Lots of people.
out of
But yeah, she seems sort of placated by that, and it's like, well,
yeah.
if that's your story and you believe that that is going to be enough to
Because I'm trying to.
quell the Regent Lord's interest, then I
Also,
will
wait,
tell them that.
wait, I have something to tell you.
Yes.
I'm buddies with the he's got the courts of at least fall around. We know each other. I'm also around from there. So,
Okay. From the
yeah.
I believe the Fey courts fair told me. I was just told to
Yeah?
leave the members from there alone if possible. So
Oh, yeah, that's us. You should yeah, it extends to my group. That's me. We should
okay.
just be left alone.
I don't know why you have a foreign dignitary has sworn in with a warband of Aventicum, but
People keep
fine,
asking that, actually.
fine enough. It's not my place.
For adventure.
Trying to remember
Guess
out of character how involved we know the Regent Lord to be in the project.
I don't think that you have got any direct anything.
Okay. Because it was part of the outreach program, right?
Yeah, but the
Yeah, we
outreach
know that
program is run by the Church of Bosmar.
we know that the Church of Bosmar that the outreach program was where whatever this Genesis program was taking people. That's why me, Serena, and Gary were all caught, taken, used,
Yeah.
recruited, whatever you want to call
Experimented
it.
on.
Oh.
So we
And
don't
And
then
if I could
actually
get a
have
hold of
there's
either of them,
and then there's the indirect of like, all right, well, Church of Bosmar, Church of Avency, sort of
Right.
like Bishop of Rome sort of stuff.
Right.
Like,
So we don't have we don't have direct evidence that he would be aware of Project Genesis specifically, do we?
no,
We
you
only
have
have
not received anything that is just like tell the Regent Lord of our great success. No, all the indications that you got from Project Weaver, which was the one with like the God Blood Pit stuff,
right.
was just like involving Progress, not the Regent
Right.
Lord.
And
how do we know of a connection between the Regent Lord and Progress?
because Progress told us.
DeLuca told you guys.
Yeah, DeLuca.
Okay,
Who was
I was
Progress at
like,
the
was
time.
that?
DeLuca is a demon of Progress, but is not Progress themselves.
Right. If I'm trying to think out like in my head, if Abel were to mention Progress as being connected to the project, would that potentially trigger more questions from her?
You have no idea.
Yeah.
I sincerely doubt that she would. She doesn't know what Genesis is. I doubt she would know who Progress is. Although, didn't she seem? So we caught a look when you said demons. Was that a demons is silly, or oh, so you do know demons?
Oh, so you do know demons.
Then she probably does know Progress.
Yeah, well, there's the thing is that the people in Bosmar know demons too. You have no idea if the people back in Bosmar know about Progress.
Gotcha. I mean, you could say it.
Yeah. Because I don't want the Regent Lord to send people after us. So I want to make sure that he like gets. And I also don't want to get her in trouble. Of like, what do you mean Project Genesis.
Fuck it. Just let her tell him my name.
I don't.
Do they know me as Phelan?
Yeah. You have not used the other name. Even when you were missing a name, you just didn't introduce yourself as anything.
No, I mean, I guess they could put together the one they're missing.
Yeah, you were talked about enough at the party that, like, the city in general would be able to know who you are and connect you back.
No, my question is, does Genesis know me as Phelan? They would know
you have no
the
idea.
name they would know the name they took, or that I had when they took me. I don't know if they'd know the name I gave myself.
Go ahead and just make an Arcana or a History, just some sort of like intelligence with proficiency. You have no idea.
Yeah, I've got no fucking clue.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's what you're asking her to do, then
yeah,
she'll go along with that.
I want to check in with Hyelina, so because I imagine
Mhm.
Abel would have talked about this beforehand, of whether or not it was okay to divulge this. Are you okay with me telling her? I want to basically add the addendum. Yeah, tell him Project Genesis, and if he doesn't know what that is, tell him to ask Progress.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, then in response to her saying, if I go and tell him it has to do with Project Genesis, then he'll know what it means. Then my response will be that yes, and if he doesn't, we're pretty sure he does, but if he doesn't, then tell him to ask Progress about it.
And if he doesn't know what Progress is,
He will know what Progress.
He knows what Progress is. We know that.
Fair enough. You are apparently. I leave for a few years, and you're already neck deep in things that I feel I don't even want to be involved in, and I've already died.
I mean, how do you think I feel?
I don't.
We super don't want to be in this.
You look like you're thriving, Abel.
I mean,
to put it very bluntly.
Yeah, I look like that, but like
that would not be polite.
You were in this situation with me here, right? Where it's like, we gotta.
I have watched the man get his ass kicked multiple times, and he did lose his nobility. I wouldn't call him thriving necessarily.
Fair. Well, if that's as good as I'm going to get out of this, I will do as you requested. I will keep your name out of it as much as I am able, and we'll see. Well, it's good seeing you, brother. Sorry that it couldn't be under less complicated circumstances, but if you ever come back for whatever reason, then let me know. I'll see if I can ask another senator for another day off, see if that happens.
I will. Who should I
Well, you
talk
guys
to
have the
about
rest of the
that?
day off.
I need to report this immediately,
Yeah.
regardless of what the senator said.
Who should I ask once I get back here? Under better circumstances, I hope. To get back in contact with you.
Any member of the Praetorian Guard should be able to get a message to me.
Okay.
You just even send a note to the barracks, and it'll find its way to me.
All right, I will do that. It's good to see you.
Yeah. And she will say goodbye to the rest of you and politely excuse herself, and as she leaves, I think that's a good place to end it.
We're fucked.
Oh, yeah. Super.
Yeah, I don't think the Regent Lord is gonna sit around after hearing that.
Nope.
So are you guys staying in the city for the next day, or are you booking it?
Fuck it. We might as well stick around.
I was like, I'd rather him not hunt us down. That would add so much more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we do the
24-hour wait and then bounce.
yeah, I'm thinking about in Civil War, Luke Cage, right, where he's just sitting in his house, knowing that people are gonna come for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know this is gonna happen. Might as well handle it with grace. Or
I mean, because that's my thinking. Is that like
Unless.
unless
the this is our path to the best case scenario, right? Because if we impress
Yeah.
him just on the strength of assisting Phelan, right, without getting into the whole saint thing, then we might be able to convince him that we're worth working with, as opposed to executing for, I don't know, whatever reason they decide.
I mean, yeah. It's our best
is
bet.
this is a joke, but is this how this group becomes the first saints in your campaign, sir? Is this we get bamboozled by
Oh no.
a vampire?
This is not a multiverse.
No. This is not a prequel, at least as far as I'm aware.
It is. I will tell you this immediately. It is not. I do not enjoy those sorts
Yeah.
of things as much. I like to keep them nice and neat and separate.
Yeah, so I
Because
figure.
otherwise, that'd be complicated as fuck.
Yeah, I figure that.
I'm already spinning enough plates.
I figure my crossing of the streams is a one-way canonicity.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do in character, then we can probably call it there.
Okay, I guess we'll wait, and our characters will wait to see what happens.